Hey everybody, Bradley Trout here, and today I'm going to be doing the fourth game in my video game review series. And today I have Ace Combat 5, The Unsung War. Now, Ace Combat 5 is a pretty good game. It's action-oriented, you fly in a fighter plane, and it's got a really good storyline to it. You play as an unnamed fighter pilot who initially is part of a squadron called Heartbreak 1, I do believe. I can't remember exactly because it's been a couple months since I've played it. But something happens to your main flight lead that he disappears, and you end up becoming the leader of the squadron. And you end up becoming the War Dog Squadron, and you got people like Chopper, Nagase, and Grim to help you. Now, one of the things I found really interesting about the game was all of the different fighter planes that you can play as. There's 50 different planes in it, and they're all authentic ones. Like, you can actually find them somewhere in the world. Well, most of them you can anyway. But it's just a huge selection. You upgrade your planes depending on how many enemy planes you destroy, so the higher your kill count, the more experience your plane will get. And when you get to a certain amount, your plane can be upgraded to the next level, and you got a stronger plane to work with. You got your land, air, and sea missions, and they're all interesting because every now and then you gotta balance out how you choose your planes and everything, because you can have up to 4 per level usually, except for in a couple of cases where you can only have like 1, maybe 2, and you gotta balance it out because depending on the mission, like in some you gotta have a certain ratio for land-based attacks and sea-based attacks and everything, or sea to air, and you gotta, because certain planes are better in certain situations, so you gotta be very careful about that. You get the money you get from completing missions and everything, you can put them into that and everything, and buy the new planes as you unlock them through the game by going through the story mode. Now, the story mode is very interesting because, like I said, you play it as an unnamed fighter pilot, and you end up becoming the leader of the War Dog Squadron. And throughout the game, you find out that there's 2 different superpowers going on, and I can't remember the specific name of them and everything, but you pretty much have to keep them from trying to kill each other, pretty much. That's the gist of it. And you find out that there's this whole hidden society called Belka that is orchestrating, like they're manipulating the 2 superpowers so that they'll fight each other. And during the game, you also find out what's called the Legend of Rosgreaves, which is pretty interesting because after a certain point, your squad ends up being called the Demons of Rosgreaves because you never seem to die, and everybody you fight does. It's got a great storyline. The music is just amazing. I love the music. In one of the campaign missions, they've actually got Blurry by Puddle of Mud play, and that's also the opening song if you don't do anything at the start menu and you just let it go to that cinematic movie. And little side note, that song really got me into Puddle of Mud, by the way. Love that band. But the music's just amazing. The Ace Combat series has always been known for their amazing storylines. They're top-notch. You can tell a lot of thought's gone into them. And I highly recommend this one. I mean, I just don't think a collection would be complete without Ace Combat 5, The Unsung War. It's worth your money. I think it's about $10 at GameStop right now. If you can spare it and you got the PS2, I would really recommend this one. You will not be disappointed. I can almost guarantee if you love storylines, you would play this one.